Hi guys, it's Gail with Broken Hearts Ministry. Just did a friend mail video a few minutes ago, and I was wearing a hat, and so I decided to put my hair in these little ponytails to showcase the hat. So, do have it on subscriber only mode again, just in case we get another little troll going on. So I thought I would come on today and do a live. Probably going to do a live tomorrow afternoon too because hubby's at work and my stepdaughter stayed home this weekend. So I'll be all by myself tomorrow afternoon. So I'll just come on and hang out with you guys. And thank you to you guys watching it in the replay. And I wanted to say hi, Mom, if you're listening or if you listen later. I actually picked a cantaloupe out of my garden earlier. Picked up some friend mail. Had some friend mail from Rebecca Touched by Yarn. And wrote out a little paper to show what videos I have done. So I'll know which ones I still need to make. I will be at Pinecone Fest Saturday and Sunday of next week. So I'm trying to be sure I get all my videos kind of done up early so I can do everything I need to do, pack and all that kind of stuff. Be ready for Pinecone Fest. Probably do a live on Saturday at Pinecone Fest. Don't really know what they're going to do Sunday or not. I don't know what they're doing Sunday. They mostly talk about Saturday. And we'll be driving in on Friday night, but we're not actually going to make it in time for the festivities on Friday. Our main day is pretty much going to be Saturday. And there's supposed to be some kind of concert going on in the town hall of that city. And the city's called Mount Vernon, Texas. Small city, but bigger than this city, I think. Bigger than my city. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Getting a little excited, a little bit nervous. Meeting a bunch of new people and stuff. So I made some chili today in the crock pot, and that is over there brewing. I could smell it now. It's been going since right before lunchtime I put it on. So by the time hubby gets home, it'll be perfect. As a matter of fact, it's probably perfect now. I'm going to make some cornbread to go with it. So we're going to have chili and cornbread. It's in the 80s today, which is a little cooler for Texas. So that's good. It's just it's crazy. Yeah, I do still have some stuff growing in the wild garden. I have some melon, some cantaloupe, pumpkin, some birdhouse gourds. I have 2 birdhouse gourds that are about that big right now. And I have some, what I think is white pumpkins. I just have several things. And then there's a couple of things I can't identify. They could be pumpkins or they could be those green bumpy gourds like I had last year. Thank you to whoever came by and put the thumbs up for me. I appreciate that. Apparently Friday afternoon's not a good time for a live, but I'll try to do 10-15 minutes. If nobody shows up, I'll just go on my merry way. Hello, the Bud Files. I was talking about the fact that nobody was in here. I was like, if nobody's coming, then I'm just going to end it now. Hello, Grape Jams. How are you? Yeah, I'm going to try to write down the names of the people in the chat today. I'm going to put all the names who come in today into a hat, and I'm going to try to run the playlist of the person's name that I draw. And I don't think that you produce videos, Grape Jam, so I'm going to put the Vineyard Chicks in for you. Yeah, I just went through two big, huge boxes of donations yesterday, and a lot of them were coats and hoodies. So I'm super excited about that because Mom and I are going to get to hand out coats next time. Still have to get to the mail. I want to send something for the homeless. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. We have donations coming in, but there's always things we need. A lady at the church just donated $20. I think I'm going to take it. A particular need. Right now, we're trying to gather hats, gloves, and scarves for winter. We have a little bit more trouble getting men's things than we do women's things because I'm having a bunch of women's things donated, but not so much men's things. So men's socks are kind of a problem. And I can't seem to find men's scarves and hats anywhere. Hello, Lynn the Okie. That's a couple of the things. I have had a couple of people donate hats. So that's good. And then I actually recycle through some of my hats and stuff because, I'm in Texas. There's only a certain amount of hats that I would need around here. Yeah. So I'm going to put all the names in a hat today, and I'm going to draw, and I'm going to run the playlist of the person's name I draw. So, yeah, but I last time I got a donation, I did an Amazon order. This time I decided I'm just going to take the next donation and just spend it at Dollar Tree, because I have to get things like hand sanitizer, empty bottles to bottle up shampoo. What else? Oh, and I was going to get some peanut butter because I decided next time I'm going to get peanut butter and crackers to put down in there for the non-perishable food. So we try to put 5 or 6 days worth of, at least 5 or 6 meals in there. And it all has to be non-perishable. We try to provide them with a bowl because what I've been told is some convenience stores will let them go in and heat up things so they can heat up like soup or ramen noodles. So we try to give them a bowl. However, the bowls that I had been buying at Dollar Tree or Walmart, I'd been buying those bowls that were 2 for $1 plastic bowls. They're not really out now because it's winter, coming up on winter. So I'm gonna have to look somewhere else for those, maybe like Dollar General or Family Dollar. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you coming in, Candace. I'm gonna do a playlist draw a little bit later. I'm writing everybody's name down and I'm gonna draw and just do somebody's playlist later. That's gonna be my little benefit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try Dollar Tree. Sometimes you can buy like a 3 or 4 pack for so much money or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna try some different stores, but I had been buying them at Walmart. Okay. Grape Jams, are you wanting to be anonymous for your donation? Because thank you, Candace. Yes, actually, I need to go get some boxes because I have a lady who does a clothes closet here, and she donates used clothing to me. And there's a couple of boxes of coats and hoodies, so I need to get some boxes so I can roll up the coats and hoodies and stuff. Okay, all right, all right. Thank you. Clearance section at Walmart. That's a good idea. Hello, Rebecca. I received the package from you today, and I have a mail call video coming out next Friday. I think I scheduled it for. That was my next opening. So I actually wrote down my videos in order to know which day I still needed a video. I actually did that. I actually have a collab video that I need to do. Hello, sis, Freehandly Made. How are you? I did get your list going last night, sis, so I hope that helped you. Get over that little extra hump there, because I know you're almost there on your hours. Yeah. So I just got through doing the friend mail video was the last thing I did. I wanted to go ahead and get that done I need to do my Christmas is Coming 23. Yes, that would be awesome. Yeah, I did my Christmas is Coming 23 video for this channel. But I still have to do the one for the other channel. I probably need to put that on my list, because that's in like about a week and a half, actually. The October 23rd, the videos will start coming out for Christmas is Coming 23. It's another collaboration that's a lot like Fall Fest 23. So if you want to get your channel involved, you will email Ariel at arielvikingyt at gmail.com. You'll email her on that. I dropped my pen on the floor. Whoops. Uh-oh, had trouble falling asleep. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I had a few days like that last week where I would wake up in the morning and then I just wouldn't be able to go back to sleep. So that was bad. But yeah, we'll be driving down for Pine Cove Fest next Friday, but we won't actually get to see anybody until Saturday. So I'm excited about your monetization party, Freehandly Made. Freehandly Made is my sister-in-law, and she's about to get her channel monetized. So that's super exciting. So she's actually looking for some donations for her live giveaway. So if that's something you kind of like to do, you might email her if you have something you might want to donate to her giveaway. If you want to celebrate with her. Hubby and I emailed her last night to let her know something we were going to be donating for her giveaway. So she'll have something exciting to give away to her supporters. So that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I hope little man sleeps better for you. Yeah. That's rough. And then he probably kept you up. I'm sure I'm guessing he will probably come into your room when he can't sleep and keep you awake until he falls asleep. I don't know if it's like me, but I have trouble getting my mind to shut down sometimes. My mind wants to just keep going. Yeah. It's definitely going to be a giveaway where if you donate something, you'll mail it out for her. That way it won't cost her any shipping. So, well, I'm donating some stitch markers, but my husband is donating the price of mailing them out, because she has a lot of like crochet friends. She has homesteading friends too, but even some crochet, even some homesteading people still crochet. So that's what we're donating. So yeah, super sweet. That's sweet of you, Grape Jams, for doing that. That's nice. Yeah, I just thought I would mention it because I know we have some of the same friends. And brain won't shut down. It keeps having an error. Yeah. Yeah. Well, sometimes I'll have like a bad dream and then my brain won't shut down from the bad dream. I can't calm back down from whatever traumatized me in the dream. So I'm excited for her. I know how exciting that is. I think maybe I'll try to mention it. I'll try to mention it on my Sunday live too, sis, if I do one. I don't have one scheduled right now because I'm going on the Yellow Shirt Dad. He's going to interview me on Sunday. And since I didn't have anybody scheduled, I said, sure, I'll go on the same day that I usually go. That'll be okay since I don't have anybody scheduled. But I know October 27th, October 22nd, I will have Rebecca Touch by Yarn on my live on my other channel. Yes. Free Handling said, grape jams, whatever you donate would be wonderful. So that's sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm happy for her. I don't know if I'll be on panel or in the chat. Either way is perfectly fine. I'm good either way with that. Yeah. So, but yeah, let me know when you get the date down so I can be sure to put that on my calendar. So, if you guys like a giveaway, this would be a good live. If you're, if you're not friends with Free Handling Made AU, go make friends with her and watch some videos. And then when she has her live, you can give away a shirt and 2 vinegars. Do you want the 2 vinegars as one person or to 2 different people? I always ask that question because I'm guessing 2 winners. One's the shirt and one's the vinegars. I need to order some of those vinegars. I really like the basil. Was it the basil one? Chili basil or garlic basil? No, I think it was a garlic lovers was my favorite one. But I like the basil one too. Bought me a package of socks and wait, I got lost. I started reading somebody else's and then went to read part of another person's. I was like, I'm confused. Bought me a package of socks and it feels good. Yeah, I like socks too. I'm a socks person. My favorite was chili basil. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking you usually send those out in your in pairs usually. So I need to order some more of that. I really liked using it for marinating, like marinating meat. I thought it was really good to marinate meat with. So I need to order some of that. That was so good. You guys need to do another cooking challenge of your vinegars. That was fun. That's actually the first time I ordered jewelry type things to make stitch markers. That was out of the Amazon card that I won from the Vineyard Chicks. And also another time they sent me a grow light, and I'm still using that grow light. Yeah. I love your vinegars. They're awesome. I think it's cool. I mean, I don't know the full process of it, but I think it's really cool. I had no idea that you could infuse vinegar with something and that it would taste so good. But if you guys have never bought it before, I believe they have a website. bought some shoes for winter. I've been wearing sandals since spring because they're comfortable. Yeah, I definitely like wearing comfortable shoes. I'm kind of past the point of wearing high heels or anything uncomfortable. If I do wear anything uncomfortable, it might be like to dress up, and only like if I'm going to be wearing it like a couple of hours. Maybe some boots that are not extremely comfortable to church, and then home, take them off. We're done with those for the day. But yeah, I still have boots. I have a lot of boots, dressy boots, church boots, boots you're going to wear when you go out somewhere. I know I want to sit down and figure out what I'm going to wear to the meetup. I know one day I'm going to wear my channel t-shirt, my new channel t-shirt. Prefer sandals. Yeah, sandals or tennis shoes. Occasionally flip-flops. Yeah, but it's hard to wear sandals and things like that there because it's cold so many months of the year. I lived in Rhode Island for about 5.5 years, but I don't even remember what it feels like to be that cold. Hi, Jamie's Country Living. So anyway, I've been just moving this vase around my kitchen. As I'm doing videos, I just move it around the kitchen to make it look fall-like in this room. I'd like to make something maybe like on the door where I can hang like a wreath or some kind of, I want to be able to hang something that you guys can see. However, the best place would be right there probably, but 3 good months of nice warm weather. Yeah. Well, I guess that's better than nothing. It does make gardening difficult, but we have the opposite problem. It's hot here so much that our gardening just kind of gets burnt up. The only thing I have growing is pumpkins, gourds. I have birdhouse gourds, pumpkins, and cantaloupe, muskmelon. Pretty much everything in the wild garden is still going. I still have a hyacinth vine growing. It's absolutely beautiful. And I planted some late zinnias, and those are doing really well. So that's pretty much what I have. That's all I have going right now. But I'm thinking about planting some lettuce and maybe a cherry tomato under the grow light to do over the winter. I'm thinking about that. About to have your first frost Monday or Tuesday. Ooh, beets are good too. No, I don't eat beets. Um, I think they would be really good for coloring things, though. Um, Planning now that it's not gardening season, I'm planning to do some soap making. So I did find I would like to try to grow rhubarb, but I haven't done it yet. But they did have some rhubarb powder on Amazon that you can purchase, and you can put it into your soaps, and it makes it the most beautiful red, purplish pink color. Anyway, I seen somebody do it, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" I'm like, I have to look that up if there's something you can buy. And I found rhubarb powder that you can put into soap. So I'm going to try soap making this fall and winter. That's one of my things I'm going to do with soap making. Of course, I just started my very first sourdough. I started that. That video comes out on Monday. I don't think my yellow squash is even ready to pick. I have a lot of very green tomatoes, and my green bell peppers are not done changing color yet. Well, Nisi, I would, even if your peppers haven't changed colors, you could still eat them. yeah, they may not be the perfect color, but I would go ahead and pick them. And if you can't eat them all at one time, just wash them real good and core them out and cut them into pieces as to the size of what you would be cooking it in, and just store it in the freezer. Because my mom gave me like 6 or 7 bell peppers. So I just cut them all one piece, one pepper. I cut them, put it in a freezer bag, and froze it. And so when I want to make one of my daughter's favorite dishes is King Ranch chicken, so I'll just pull out one and use it to make King Ranch chicken while she's here. So I still have that in the freezer. So next time she's here, I'm going to do that. You want to change my mind on that? Well, maybe I don't like beets because my mom got these beets out of a can. So maybe it's that. Maybe I need to try it again as an adult, and something more fresh. You know what I mean? That could totally make the difference. But no one's really offered any to me since I've been an adult. But as a kid, I tried it and I was like, no. I mean, I tried it. I did try it. I mean, I'm not like picky. Oh, Lynn Farm Okie wants to know why you moved to Montana. Freeze tomatoes too? Yeah. If I was you, Free Henley made, I would make at least one batch of fried green tomatoes, even if they're small. Because a lot of people, they make their fried green tomatoes with big tomatoes, but you can make fried green tomatoes with small tomatoes too. Just wash them real good and, core out the little part where, and then just cut them into little slices. And then you're going to batter them in egg, and you can put flour, cornmeal. Let's see, flour, cornmeal. If you had any of that Louisiana fish fry, you could mix a combination of different things together. I do that sometimes when I fry. If I'm going to fry pork chop or something, I'll mix my batters together. And yeah, so try fried green tomatoes. That would be so good. Yeah, there's also a green tomato salsa you can make. Yep, that's what Grape Jams is saying. But I believe maybe your boys would even eat those fried green tomatoes. Because it's something, anything battered and fried is going to taste good. Like, I'm not a huge okra person, but if it's on a plate and it's already fried up and I'm not the one that did it, I'll try it. I'll eat it. It's not my favorite thing, but I can eat it if it's fried. But I just don't want it like mushy, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, you might try that. There's a lot of recipes, but pretty much, your beat your egg batter, beat your egg up, put a little salt and pepper in that, and then make your, a combination of flour and cornmeal, and put seasonings in that part too, and then fry it up. Hello, Robin. How are you? Hello from Maine. I sure do want to visit Maine. It's so pretty. I always wanted, when I was living in Rhode Island, I always wanted to visit there, but I never got to. It's still on my list of places to go. Probably next on my list of places to go. I don't know when we're going to reach that goal, but eventually I'd like to go see the big tall trees in California. The ones where the bottom of the tree is like huge, like as big as a dance floor would be. Huge. That's one of the places I've always wanted to visit. Yeah, Kitty Cat was laying on my laptop and I had to move her so I could do my live. She was laying right on top of it. It was closed. So I picked her up and I put her over there in her window seat, her little hammock that she has on the window now. Yeah, hubby installed a cat hammock to the window because she kept falling out of the window. Thank you for coming in. I have to finish my tomato sauce. Thank you so much for coming in and visiting. I appreciate you. She said, bye, everyone. Bye, Gail. Bye, Nisi. Bye. Thank you for coming in. So I've done pretty good on my goal. My goal was to try to do 5 days a week at 30 minutes. Some days I might do an hour. But my goal was to try to do 2.5 hours a week on a live. I'll probably come back tomorrow afternoon and do a live because hubby has to work. Hello, Smoky Mountain Nature. How are you? I'm listening and transferring videos over to the computer for storage because my videos are mostly 4K and not a lot of space. Yeah, I know. I was in the middle of making my Chili Fest video for Blackberry Rock Homestead's collaboration that she has going for October. And when I went over to turn the camera off, it was already off. And I was like, oh, what in the world? Well, it was a memory thing. So I was in the middle of putting the seasonings in when the camera cut off. So what I decided to do was I went ahead, I cleaned out the memory as best I could. I went back over, I added the water in, and I did a screenshot of all the seasonings because somewhere along the seasonings, it was the last part of the video where I was putting the seasonings in. Somewhere in there it cut off. So I just typed up all the seasonings and put a little screenshot of that in the video. So, where it, and then apologize for it cutting off. But I didn't want to, I had to do my video. So I had to get my video done. So it just missed, maybe 2 or 3 seasonings there at the end. And then I added to the video after that. So it's going to have to be the best I can do because things happen while filming. I am going to try to clean my camera out, my phone out really well for Pinecone Fest because I want to be sure I have plenty of memory to do lives and videos that I want to do. Yeah, that happened to me, but I decided it was only just a few seasonings. It was the recipe, the full recipe was going to be in the description box. I typed up all the seasonings and put it there. So whatever was missing, and I called out the recipe in the video. So literally anything missed has been called out 3 different places. So I figured it was going to be okay. It was just a little bit. It just dropped off a tiny bit of the video, cleared out the memory, finished the video. And I need to go in and do a full clearing of all of my videos because I don't want to have any storage problems at Pinecone Fest. I want to make sure I have plenty of room to make all the videos I want, to do all the lives I want. I want everything to go smoothly while I'm there because you never know. Might be a channel there I want to interview or something. So I want to have the opportunity to be able to do that. Yeah, I bet you use a lot of memory doing your ASMR type videos. Yeah, I bet that takes up a lot of space. I need to go in and add some of your ASMR videos to my watch later list. That's what I try to do. I'm trying to do every other day. One day I'll work on Gail Southern Living. One day I'll work on Broken Hearts Ministry. And I try to switch it out so I stay, so I don't get over focused on one thing. I try to switch out every other day. So, and while I'm over there watching a video, I try to add another one or two to the watch later list. And I am going to draw a name from this video to run a playlist after I finish here. But I did drop my pen, so I need to pick that up so I can add a couple more names to the list. Got to catch up my list. I got to add Smoky Mountain Nature. I thought that was one thing that I could do for you guys is that, and I could even get a couple of computers going, get a couple of you guys going. Okay. Lynn Farm Okie. So I'm guessing Lynn the Okie and Lynn Farm Okie are the same person, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I could be wrong. Oh, no content on this one. Okay, I'm gonna mark that one off because I'll be confused later when I go to look it up. Yeah, I did get to watch some of Team Jesus Ministries. Joy's husband Donnie was doing a lesson last night, and he was going through Revelations and doing a lesson on that, which was important to hear. I like hearing messages about Revelations. I like to hear about Revelations because I think it's important. A lot of people skip around Revelations because it's like hard, but it's really something we need to hear. We need to kind of know what's coming, what to expect, things like that. Yep. Oh. Hubby brought an order home for you? I'm back to put away my pickup order that hubby brought home for me. Okay. Like from your P.O. box? That's what I had from my P.O. box today. I had a package from Rebecca Touch by Yarn. So that's a Fruit Mail video from my other channel. And yeah, I have a lot of coats. I need to start putting them in size order to get them ready for the next time I go visit Mom. When I'm going to work on the homeless ministry, I think we're going to go back out October 20th. So now that the donations are coming in faster, we're going to try to go out twice a month through the end of this year to try to get out the cold weather clothing that we have, the long sleeve shirts and the hoodies and the coats and the scarves and the hats and the long johns and all that stuff, which I was super excited to see the long johns in the order of used clothing that I'm receiving from the clothes closet, because that will keep them seriously warm in the cold of the night, because even in Texas it gets cold sometimes. So that's cool. Pretty much as soon as we give out things to the homeless, when I come back, I start purchasing the items over again and loading up the toiletry bags and loading up the bags to get ready to go again. It's just sort of an ever-changing process. Right now, we're super blessed on toothpaste, toothbrushes, bar soap, and Bibles. That's where we're doing really well. And my church, the ladies in my church decided they wanted to help my ministry on an ongoing basis. And so I'm excited about that because the more donations we get of things we don't have to buy, we can purchase other things that they need. Maybe eventually we might be able to get some bus vouchers for them so they can go and, maybe if they have an appointment across town with a government agency about some benefits, or maybe they want to visit a friend or somebody they know on the other side of town. Maybe they just want to go hang out at the mall all day in the air conditioning or the heater, where the heater is, and just watch the people go by. Might just want to change the scenery. So I think it'd be nice to be able to give them bus tickets, but that's something a little bit further down the road. And what made us think of that is this one man asked my mom for $1.50 for the bus. So, and if we could give them the bus vouchers, then they could use it only for the bus. So that will give them one trip across town for each of them. So I think that would be good. Bus vouchers. Another thing that would be awesome if we got a good sized donation around Christmas time would be to maybe give out $10 McDonald's cards. Wouldn't that be cool? Where they could go in, they could stay warm, eat really slowly, play with their phone if they have one, and just eat slowly and stay warm for a while and have a meal inside. So I think it would be cool to be able to give out, and I might do that. I'd like to do that out of my next YouTube paycheck because, my other channel is monetized. I'd like to purchase a couple of those McDonald's cards to hand out during Christmas time. And I'd love to give them to everybody. Unfortunately, I'll probably just have to pick someone specific. And of course, we can't hand it out in big groups because we don't have enough for everybody. But maybe when we just see a nice couple, we could hand them both a card and they could go eat out somewhere. They could go have a burger, or if they're really, really frugal, they could get a couple of small meals out of that, or just one regular size meal. $5 isn't going to quite cut it these days. I think they pretty much going to need $10 for a meal nowadays. That's what I think. But that would be a really awesome thing to give out, like around Christmas, where they could go in and just have a meal, a hot meal. Because I imagine their hot meals are kind of a little few and far between, depending on if they're close to a place that does, meals and stuff. Yeah. I know that my sister used to go to a place called the Shepherd's Hand, and they served breakfast and lunch. Or was it breakfast and dinner? Anyway, they served 2 meals a day. So she could go and get 2 meals a day. And she could stay there, but I don't think she did stay there much, but maybe occasionally. As cold as it is in Colorado, I would totally stay there sometimes. But I don't really know the condition of the place. Maybe it's better not to stay there. Maybe, unless you walk a mile in their shoes and know what it feels like to be in there in that in that shelter, I guess we wouldn't really know. Huh, yeah, that's neat. Yeah, there's a lot of neat ideas out there. If you had the money to follow through with those ideas. I think one of the ideas that I have, if I could do a ministry that would go a step further, I would like to have a mobile shower, like a shower on a trailer where they could go in and have a shower and have like 2 shower stalls. And then you would have, like towels, and you would have setups of, shampoo, conditioner, or shampoo, body wash. And they could go in and wash their hair and their body. Breakfast, dinner, and supper. Oh, I'm sure a lot of people say it that way. Sometimes I call it, well, I guess a lot of times I call the middle day lunch, and the one in the evening I call it dinner or supper. Yeah. But that's a modernized version because I think they did call it dinner. Say breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, that's how I do it too. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But occasionally I call the one at night dinner or supper. Yeah. Probably also has to do with where you live as well, I'm guessing. But yeah, tarps. I'd like to add maybe tarps to the list eventually. Um, so even if they were laying on the ground, they could kind of put the tarp over them to keep them dry while they're sleeping. Can you imagine laying on a cold, dirty, muddy ground to sleep? That would be awful. Yeah, I think the further you go along, um, I don't personally have a job. My job is YouTube, and now my homeless ministry is another thing that I do. I guess I got that from my papa. Huh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. I think the further you go along, and the more, I put all the money I have into it. Pretty much any spending money I get, I usually spend half of it on them and half of it on myself. So that's normal procedure that I've been doing. At least we've been doing this ministry about 10 months now. Uh, Christmas Eve will be our year anniversary of doing the ministry because we started on Christmas Eve of 2022. So our 1 year anniversary for the ministry is December 2023 will be 1 year. So, because the first time we went out was on Christmas Eve. I didn't even have any bags the first time. She put together 4 bags, and we were on the way to my brother's house. We stopped by the Salvation Army and handed out those bags, and that was our first time. And then we both got together bags and handed out bags in January, and we've been doing it ever since, once a month. And then this month, we're going to end up doing it 2 months, and in November and December. So pretty much till the end of the year, we're going to do it twice a month because we have a lot of cold weather clothing to give out. So we want to try to get as much of that out as we can. And of course, but the boxes of clothes will eventually take over my house if I don't continue to hand them out. So I'm going to have to stay consistent on getting those handed out so that, because I do not have anywhere to store them. I could put them in the shed, but with me not having a good back and neck, carrying things from the shed all the way to my car is going to be a problem. I could maybe occasionally store some things in my trunk and leave them there because I don't have to keep carrying it. But there's no way I'm going to be able to carry back and forth all that stuff from the shed. I am going to store whatever is out of season out there, which now anything that's a t-shirt, I'm going to store out there now. And we're going to start handing out long sleeve shirts, hoodies, jackets, scarves, hats, gloves, all of that. We even have a few blankets to hand out. So, and I would like to in November, I would like to get enough in November to be able to hand all of them out a blanket if possible. We have a lot of little throw blankets around, and we have some that, weren't given to us by family members that we could maybe hand out to them. Hello, Joyce Joseph. I don't know if I said hi to you or not. I'm so sorry if I didn't. I get talking and I get so distracted. I'm writing your name down on the list of people that were in here today. I'm trying not to say things like a redneck, but sometimes it just comes out wrong, even though I know how to say it right. But anyway, I can't believe I've been talking for almost an hour. I decided to go ahead and do it on regular YouTube today, which is why I haven't pulled up any comments on the chat. I could only do that with StreamYard. As far as I know, YouTube doesn't do that yet. But maybe it's a new feature they do, but not that I know of. But I do appreciate all you guys coming in. It's awesome. I don't usually work and do anything on. So I'm going to try to just take some time off. And so I'm trying to get everything I need videoed for next week. I'm trying to get all that done. So I might even work on the last video I have for next week. I might work on that tomorrow because hubby's going to be at work and my stepdaughter stayed home. So it's just going to be me by myself. So I'll probably come on and do a live tomorrow afternoon too. I think so. Simply Jan Homestead, my friend, she'll be live at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time, I think. And we're going to have slow cooker chili. That's what I made. I actually made a video of that this morning. That's the video that cut off on me. Giving you another view and like here. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Definitely excited to get this channel monetized to be able to put more money into the ministry. So some of those dreams we have, we can make some of those dreams come true if we have more money coming in. And it'll be nice to be able to go and purchase things that we need. Like, say, if we needed hats and gloves and scarves, we could just go grab it all, whereas now we kind of have to do it little by little by little by little. But it all gets done. I just have a few more items to purchase for the toiletry bags this month. And I've started on purchasing some of these non-perishable food items that I need. Probably gloves, hats, and scarves, things to keep them warm. Something like that. Yeah, stuff like that. Hand warmers. Things like that are good, I live in a small town, so I've been trying to put together sets. I bought a bulk thing of Ziploc bags because we go through a lot of Ziploc bags with the ministry, bagging things up. But I started putting together scarves, hats, and gloves for the women and trying to match them as closely as I can. However, your address and P.O. box on your About page, yes. Yes, I do have my P.O. box address is on the About page, and it's also in the description box of most of my videos. I try to put it on there. I've been trying to focus mostly on lives on this channel because I know the watch time is really going to help me toward getting monetized. And that would be so awesome if I could get it monetized and be able to put the money into the ministry. There's just so many people in Abilene that need help. And, You want to do more for them, but you can only do so much. We don't give them rides anywhere. We very rarely ever hand them money, and we don't get them hotel rooms. We don't give out our phone number or information to them. They do have the name of our ministry is on some of the things we hand out. So they can look us up on YouTube and send us a message or something if they want. But, so we have a few things that we don't do. We don't go into the actual camps. Most of the time we drive around. We have kind of a route that we take. There's some certain streets that they hang out on more, which in Abilene is North First, South First, and Butternut are the main streets. And then there's some places where they have a homeless shelter or give out meals or food bank type places that cater to the homeless. We go to a lot of those places, and that's how we find people. But we don't actually go down into the camps or anything like that. My mom's actually scared of it. I might go if I had like my husband or my brother or somebody with me, but definitely somebody that could help defend, you know. But we haven't had any problems with any of them. Most of them are just having some mental problems, I think. A lot of insecurity, circumstances. Their mom passed away, so they lost the house, or one of them had a fight with her daughter, and her daughter kicked her out. Just circumstances of life have just not been kind to them. And a lot of them are over 50, that age 50 to whatever the retirement age, 50 to 64 or 50 to 61, that age range right there seems to be what we're coming across more in Abilene, Texas. Now, I guess in other cities it could be different, but that's the majority of what we're coming across is 50 plus. But of course, there are some in their 20s, 30s, and 40s as well. It's just most of them are over 50. So, they're not quite retirement age, but some of them might have some physical problems that keep them from working. But like I said, a lot of them I think is mental. After you talk to them for a little while, you're like, yeah, I think there's something going on there. But I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose them. We have made phone calls for them before. Not necessarily let them use our phone, but I did make a phone call for Andre. Needed to call a service. Somebody had stole her phone. So I would think they would be able to make calls from the homeless shelter, but maybe not. I need to kind of find out what the services are there. I would like to go into the Salvation Army and see what kind of things that what kind of things that they do for them and what kind of things they need. And maybe some of the excess of clothing we could actually donate to the Salvation Army, because they do give out vouchers for clothing and stuff like that. So maybe we could donate some of the excess things that maybe some of the sizes that aren't as common. But mostly what we're needing it's that extra large plus. Extra large all the way up to 5X. That's the sizes we need the most. We have plenty of small, medium, and large. But it's the bigger sizes that we're having trouble with. So I might try to look at some clearance items at Walmart and see if I can find anything to add to the winter clothing for the bigger sizes. So, yeah. But that's it. Let me look at my phone and see if I can see any more current chat. It looks like I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Okay. Hmm. No, I'm not frozen. Okay. I was going, am I frozen? I was looking at the chat too to see if it was still moving. You are not frozen. Okay. When I looked at myself on the screen, it looked like I was not moving. I was looking at myself on the phone. Oh boy. Yeah. I think I'm going to end it for today. I have a couple more things to do before hubby gets home. I got to make some cornbread to go with the chili that we're having. And I have to go clean the cat box. Fun. Clean the cat box. Doesn't that sound like a blast? But thank you guys for coming in to support. I appreciate you guys. You're awesome. And I'm gonna take these names and put them in a hat, and I'm gonna draw for a winner, and I'm gonna run somebody's playlist. You'll know you're the winner if I start putting comments on your videos this evening. You'll know it's you. So, and I might even do two because I have more than one device, and I'm gonna let those go till bedtime. I don't plan on using my laptop anymore for today. I'm pretty much done with it till tomorrow. So I'll be back on tomorrow if you guys want to come hang out with me again tomorrow. If you happen to catch me live, which like I said, I don't normally go on Saturdays, but hubby's going to be working. So it's either that or I don't know. It's either that or something else. I might as well be online hanging out with you guys. So bye, everybody. Thank you for coming on.